For thousands of years, olive oil was medicine. One ingredient, cold pressed from whole olives. Your great-grandmother used it to cook, to heal skin, to reduce inflammation. It was the purest fat on earth. Today, researchers at the University of California, Davis tested the top-selling extra virgin olive oils in American grocery stores. 73% failed international purity standards. What was inside those bottles was not olive oil. It was deodorized soybean oil, chemically refined canola oil, and industrial chlorophyll dye engineered to look, smell, and taste like the real thing. You have been swallowing it for years. Your body knows the difference, even if the label does not tell you. Today, we are breaking down the $16 billion organized crime operation that controls your olive oil supply chain. We are going to show you how the biggest grocery brands are knowingly profiting from the fraud. And we are going to give you the only 3 brands that passed independent lab testing, so you never pour counterfeit oil on your food again. This is not a quality control issue. This is organized crime. And your body is paying the price. The Italian Mafia runs one of the most profitable food fraud operations in history. It is called the Agromafia. Its estimated value is $16 billion a year. Olive oil is one of its primary targets. Here is how the scam works. Criminal networks buy industrial-grade seed oils, soybean, sunflower, and canola for a few dollars per gallon. These oils are extracted using hexane, a petroleum-based chemical solvent. The oil is then heated to high temperatures to strip out the taste, the smell, and the color. What remains is a neutral, odorless, nutritionally dead liquid. To make it pass as extra virgin olive oil, they add synthetic chlorophyll for color. They add beta-carotene for warmth. They blend in a small amount of real extra virgin olive oil for flavor. The finished product costs about $7 to produce. It sells for $12 to $15 on your grocery shelf. According to journalist Tom Mueller, who spent a decade investigating the industry, the profit margin on counterfeit olive oil is 3 times better than cocaine. Now here is what that bottle does inside your body. Real extra virgin olive oil is rich in polyphenols, anti-inflammatory compounds that protect your gut and cardiovascular system. The chemically processed seed oils in counterfeit bottles are the opposite. They are loaded with oxidized omega-6 fatty acids. Multiple studies have linked them to chronic systemic inflammation. The residual hexane from solvent extraction is a known neurotoxin. The synthetic chlorophyll has a zero antioxidant benefit. It is an industrial dye. You are not being defrauded financially. You are replacing one of the most anti-inflammatory foods on Earth with a pro-inflammatory chemical blend. Every salad, every drizzle, every night you cooked for your family. Your body pays the price. In July 2024, Italian Carabinieri raided an operation in the Puglia region. They seized 42 tons of fake extra virgin olive oil, 71 tons of an unidentified oily substance, and 623 liters of chlorophyll dye. Mueller estimated that 75 to 80% of the olive oil on American shelves does not meet legal extra virgin standards. But the crime rings could not operate at this scale without help. Someone is buying this product and putting it on your shelf. In the 2022 to 2023 season, a historic drought cut Spain's olive oil output nearly in half. Prices hit a record high. Between late 2023 and late 2024, the price of olive oil nearly doubled. It became the most shoplifted product in Spanish supermarkets. Now, here's the question nobody is asking. If the global supply collapsed and prices doubled, why is your grocery store still stocking shelves full of $8 bottles of Italian extra virgin? Because they know, the major brands and the retailers who stock them understand the math. Italy produces roughly 15% of the world's olive oil. Look at your grocery aisle. Does that ratio match what you see? It does not. These companies are not victims of the fraud. They are its retail infrastructure. They source oil from anonymous brokers at prices that could not possibly be authentic. They slap product of Italy on a bottle that was filled in an Italian warehouse with oil trucked in from North Africa, Tunisia, or turkey, and legally that label is allowed. This is not contamination. This is the supply chain working as designed. The drought did not create the fraud. It gave boardrooms a reason to accelerate it. Real costs went up, so they quietly increased the ratio of filler to real oil, kept the label the same, and bet you would never notice. Your health was not part of the calculation. Quarterly earnings were. But the most insulting part of this entire operation is who is supposed to be protecting you. The FDA calls olive oil fraud a relatively rare problem. Italian police just seized 42 tons of it in a single raid. The United States is the third largest consumer of olive oil on the planet. There is no mandatory government testing program for olive oil purity. None. The International Olive Council sets global quality standards. The United States is not a member. Now compare that to Europe. The EU requires chemical and sensory panel testing for every batch of extra virgin olive oil. Italian law mandates traceability from grove to bottle. Spain requires certified origin labeling. If your oil fails EU testing, it cannot legally be sold as extra virgin. In the United States, the classification is voluntary. The NAOOA runs a certification program funded by the companies selling the oil. No independent oversight. No mandatory lab testing. No consequence for mislabeling. The EU tests every batch. The United States tests nothing. The system trusts the labels. The labels lie. And the people in a position to fix it have zero incentive to change anything. Quick question. Go look at the olive oil in your kitchen right now. Does it have a harvest date? Not a best buy date. A harvest date. Is the origin specific or does it just say product of Italy? Drop what you found in the comments. So, if 73% of imported extra virgin olive oil failed purity tests, and neither the brands nor the regulators are protecting you, what can you actually buy? Here is the buying framework. 4 rules. Rule 1. A harvest date on the label. Olive oil should be consumed within 12 to 15 months of harvest. No harvest date means it is hiding its age. Age is the enemy. Rule 2. Dark glass or tin. Light degrades olive oil. A clear bottle is a red flag. Rule 3. A specific origin, a region, a farm, an estate. Not product of Italy. If it does not tell you where it was grown and who made it, it is hiding something. Rule 4. Price. Are you paying $8 for a bottle labeled Italian extra virgin? You are buying $3 worth of processed seed oil in a pretty package. Real extra virgin olive oil starts at $15 for 500 milliliters. That is not expensive. That is what real food costs. Kill this myth now. The fridge test does not work. UC Davis debunked it. Do not rely on it. Here are 3 brands with verified quality and transparent sourcing. Cobram Estate, Australian origin and California operations. It consistently wins international quality awards. It participated in the 2024 NAOOA independent testing. Harvest dates are printed on every bottle. Start here. Graza, single source Spanish Picual olives with transparent harvesting. Named the New York Times Best Olive Oil of 2025. An affordable entry point for real extra virgin olive oil. Corto, a family-run Northern California farm. Ranked #1 U.S. olive oil in the 2024 World Ranking for extra virgin olive oil. Climate-controlled from press to shelf. These are not sponsorships. These are the brands that showed their work. Stop buying the pretty label. Start reading the fine print. If it does not tell you where it was grown, when it was harvested, and who pressed it, it is hiding something. Real olive oil is not cheap, but the most expensive oil you will ever buy is the fake one you have been pouring on your food for years. It is the oil that replaced medicine with inflammation. It is the oil your body has been trying to tell you about every single day. Subscribe, because next week we are covering grocery store honey. And if you think olive oil fraud was bad, you are not ready for what we found.